came from the sky.
From the sky, yeah.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up with you, bro? How you been, man?
Man, I've been good. About yourself, man?
Shit, chilling, man. Cold as hell up here.
You can have that.
Cold as hell.
You can have it, man.
Man.
We apologize to everybody for coming on a little late. We had some technical difficulties, but we have worked through them. So we're here. We are live. So please come on in.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Men of Letters podcast. I'm Shad.
I'm Kobe. Welcome, everybody. We are here to do the weird, the hidden history, the conspiracy, the taboo, whatever you want to call it. Welcome.
Welcome.
We're
brothers. We're singing, we're happy, and we're colored.
Yep, we're brothers, obviously.
Give me a high five. Oh, and we got our cousin in the back.
Cousin's chilling. Chilling back there.
We got Bill in the back, man. Man, week's been good. I've been on PTO, so I'm going into my second week of PTO. Do it every year, so it's nice. We entered the chili contest Friday, so I did show up to work Friday because I'm an overachiever, but I didn't work. It was to do the chili contest and then hang out with some peeps. So we didn't win this year.
At work.
Yeah, I know. You know how I am. We didn't win this year like we usually do. We did something to the chili that we probably shouldn't have done, and we're not going to do that next time. So, but came in second overall. But you know, as you ain't first, you're last. So
I feel you on that.
But I'm like LeBron James, man. I'm like LeBron James. I win championships, but I lose some too. I'm not Jordan, so. Doesn't mean I ain't the GOAT, but you know.
Have you seen the conversation on the internet about how they're saying, or Paul Pierce said that Michael Jordan didn't have a bag?
I've seen that mess.
Paul Pierce and Danny Green are saying he didn't have a bag, he didn't need one.
Yeah.
That's news. What?
That makes no sense. I don't even know why he even said that. Plus, bags weren't really a thing. Bags is kind of a new thing now.
Yeah, I could hear. Yeah. But
and the game evolved.
Should not be talking about someone not having a bag when
he had no bag whatsoever.
And what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, because did Paul Pierce have a bag? As far as like a dribble package, layup package, all that.
Counter to counter, like he could score at any level.
One of the first basic players that was cold with.
He said one of the basic players that was cold with it.
Fundamentals.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll keep it a beam, man. Like
he was Jokic before Jokic.
Yeah. I think Jokic has more of a bag than he does.
Oh, I think Joker has a more bag than he does too. What Nathan said, dang, I was hoping you would win. I know, yeah. It would have been 5 in a row, Nathan. Would have been 5 in a row. So it's all good.
5 in a row, crazy.
Yeah, we sat out last year.
Too good.
It's really expensive.
Now you lost your powers. Yeah, I bet it. Yeah,
it's expensive. We use baking chocolate.
Oh shit!
Because we heard that you know that really sets it off, and it didn't set it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's all good. But welcome, Nathan. I appreciate you joining. We had I don't know if you saw that. We had like 24 people in.
Yeah, it's so weird. I think the vertical view, it lets people see us on their stories on YouTube. So if you hear from there, please stick around. I mean, we may not have the podcast for you, but we're the podcast that's going to challenge religion. Not saying we don't believe in God. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to speak for Rashad.
I don't believe in any gods that they have tried to, deliver to us.
So,
So
what's
up, Rudy Walker?
I would consider myself agnostic if you're gonna like, because I know Christianity. I don't think Christianity rubbed me the wrong way, but there's a lot of contradictions. Definitely starting this podcast, in the research I've done, you're like, that don't make no sense. Like like you're gonna see it today. So the Watchers are essentially the angels who were sent to heaven to watch over Earth during the Old Testament days, and they were so freaky frog that they had to go away with the human women, which caused all these problems. If you're on this side of the internet, you might have seen those videos of that guy talking about the giants and how these rock formations look like, tree stumps. He's getting that from this.
Yeah, the Nephilim. And
Nephilim.
it was not rigged, by the way. Sorry.
It was not rigged. Yeah, you just said why you lost. You just mentioned why you lost. But anyways, so the Nephilim were created by the Watchers. The Watchers disobeyed God. It doesn't make so. Here's my thing, Rashad, and how I feel. This doesn't make sense to me if you're God. Like this whole story. Why would I need someone to come tell? Why would I need someone to come tell me what the angels are doing if I'm God? I already knew what they're gonna do before I did all this stuff. But
right,
we're gonna watch the video. It's real quick, like 17 minutes.
That's short. Thank God.
Game for the gang.
Yep.
And then some Capernaum. Keep it real quick today.
Yeah, we got some games on, y'all. We got some games on.
Some games on today. Really good game on right now between Detroit and the Rams. So we'll do the Watchers. We'll knock this out. Have our commentary, and then we'll keep pushing that.
Word. You want me to run it?
I got it.
All right.
I feel like it's the same voice from the Be Busted videos. But I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Hey, Cuzzo, what it do? Chilling in the background.
All right. So this is a video by the Legends of History. It's called The Watchers, the Angels Who Betrayed God. So this is all in the Book of Enoch. We covered the Book of Enoch. When we first started our show. So we might need to revisit that because we didn't have as many people watching before. So all right, let's kick it off.
While not necessarily a canonical work of the major religions, the Book of Enoch is certainly an interesting read. The text itself dates back to 300 BC and is noted as being more of an ancient Jewish text, but does maintain a place in some modern Christian and Jewish traditions. Enoch himself, which the book is named after, is referenced in the Book of Genesis.
Hold on, Roy, you want to give a quick little synopsis of who Enoch is before we keep going?
Yeah, so Enoch is Noah's great-grandfather. And he's the first person to go to heaven without dying. And he spoke on the behalf of the Nephilim, and they'll talk about that in this. He spoke on behalf of the Nephilim because they knew that God was angry with them. Somebody had a vision. One of the Nephilims had a vision, and showed gloom and doom for the Nephilim. And so they went to Enoch and hey, can you holler at God for us? He's like, I'll see what I can do. So he went and talked to God, and God was like, nah, I'm killing y'all niggas. But it was a book that was in the Bible, and they took it out. Constantine took it out at the Council of Nicaea.
The Book of
What
Enoch,
up, PJ? Huh?
The Book of Enoch.
Yeah, they took out the Book of Enoch.
Now if you want to read the Book of Enoch, you're gonna have to find the Ethiopian Bible. I actually have a copy behind me.
Wait a minute. You still ain't returned that Bible to Pops?
Nah,
that's you now.
Yeah. He can always have it back. I haven't read it. I haven't got into it like I want to. You can't just read the Book of Enoch, so you have to actually study it. But
yeah. I can see Father Taylor coming in like, hey, can I get my Ethiopian Bible? What Ethiopian Bible?
It's both ours now.
It's both ours.
What's weird about this conversation I was in a meeting, and I'm a social worker. People don't know who I am. I work with a lot of people, and this dude, bro, no lie, we're talking about his services and stuff like that. He just goes, man, and they just brought that guy up into heaven without dying.
Yeah,
he said that. I was like, what are you talking about, Enoch? He's like, yeah. I was like, you just randomly brought that up like that? He was like, yeah, just came to me. I was like, you're like the fourth or fifth person who've had that conversation with this, like in the past 2 or 3 weeks about the Giants and Enoch.
Really?
And the lady that was in the meeting, she was like, maybe that's a sign or something for you're doing something right or something. I don't know. She said something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, it's crazy how he's like, how this become like part of the conversation now. Like,
Right.
the Bible didn't tell us everything. Like, what is this? What is that? What is this? And it also, I mean, it kind of goes along with what's going on, in the White House. People are just questioning religion, questioning their religion, their spirituality altogether. But
Hmm.
it's crazy how, like, Enoch was never mentioned to me before last year. I never heard of that man.
That
So
just like in your regular day, like regular day, you don't know, like people just weren't bringing them up.
no,
Yeah, because you shifted a reality.
yep. I mean, it's weird that it's weird, man. We'll
Yeah.
keep this going. I don't want to keep pausing too long.
BJ brought up the Book of Clarence. That's a pretty decent movie.
Ancestor of Noah. One of the most prominent figures in the Book of Enoch are the Watchers, angelic beings described as being both the sons of God and the sons of heaven in chapter 7. Many believe that the Watchers, referred to as the Grigori in Enoch 2, were angels who watched over the human race and would serve as earthly guides for the very first humans. They were tasked with the observing of human development, but were restricted from interfering with mankind, regardless of how compelled they felt to do so. Enoch tells us in chapter 7 that human men and women had multiplied, and that the daughters of man were beautiful and elegant. It's understood that their beauty was so great that they caught the attention of the Watchers, these sons of God, if you
Freaky
will.
frog.
The Watchers conversed amongst each other in this chapter and decided to take the women for themselves, impregnating them with their seed, thus going against the intended purpose of watching and directly interfering with the life of mankind. The leader of these angels, known as Samjaza, sometimes
Samyaza.
pronounced Samyaza, tells the Watchers that they should reconsider their choice, and that it would be him who suffered for such a crime against God. However, the other angels wear him down and tell him that together they will face the punishment, and that they will
So
each accept
so
responsibility for any
so yeah, Sam
repercussions.
Yaza was like, "Hey, yo, I'll take
It's
the
noted in
fall,"
total
and the other angels were like, "Nah, homie, we all in, we all locked in."
Knowing that isn't so for anybody. If you're a leader of a group and they're like, hey, yeah, we'll all fall when we all go down together, and you're the leader, don't trust that.
No,
Don't trust that.
they'll never trust that.
They'd be like, nah, I ain't. Y'all, my name ain't it. I'm Bennett. My name ain't in it. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or whatever. I ain't in it. Don't put me into that. But you gonna see.
No.
that there were 200 of them, and together they descended upon earth to take the women as their wives.
Just to get the freak on. That's all they
The Book
wanted.
of Enoch
I could dig
even
it.
names the prefects of the Watchers here, each of whom would teach the mortal women sorcery, incantations, and the dividing of roots and trees. What's implied here is that the Watchers divulged information about the heavens and life itself that God had not intended for man to know, and so by doing this, the Watchers not only betrayed God by copulating with his creations, but also by corrupting them with knowledge that was not meant for them.
I think we
The
all would,
women then
Nathan.
gave birth to the children of the Watchers, and what they spawn are essentially a hybrid of angel and human, the Nephilim, as they are sometimes referred to as.
All right, so can you
There's some
pause it for a
debate
second?
as to what the
Yep.
Nephilim are.
So that's basically the Greek gods.
You're gonna hear more, because some just wanted to get the freak on, others taught men how to fight and how to
Mhm.
war. What does that sound like? Other men taught, other ones
Yeah.
taught men science and magic. You could say I said science, but
Mhm.
magic, science, dividing roots,
Right.
alchemy.
Right.
Yeah, these are
This
these are gods.
These are gods. All of it. Simba just broke in.
Open
and
the
then
door.
the Nephilim, they're offspring for like Hercules and Achilles and You
I
know,
mean,
all those guys.
didn't gods in Greek mythology make the giants?
Right.
So I mean, it's weird how like
Yeah.
so the Bible and Greek mythology is very tied in, and then how like Buddha and Jesus is very like, oh, y'all could be brothers essentially, like y'all could be from the same family. If you
It,
look at
almost like the same
person, like if
person.
you don't get in the metaphysical stuff about it and like that's their message, it's the same person. But
The same person.
that's
Yeah.
another conversation. We'll keep it
Yeah.
going.
And then we got
But
those
when we look at
different names.
Genesis 6,
Well,
The Greeks were definitely wild. The Greeks and the Romans.
I mean, we're
Uh,
pretty wild now.
touche.
1 through
Isn't
4,
that crazy?
it tells us that the
Maybe
Nephilim
more
were on
wild.
the earth in those days,
Probably more.
and also afterwards, when the sons of God, which we might say are the Watchers, went to the daughters of men and had children with them. The Nephilim are also described as heroes of old and men of renown.
You hear
However,
that?
in Enoch, the spawn of the women are known as
Say it
giants,
again.
and that these giants
The Nephilim are known as heroes of old. These were the little
Hercules.
stories of the Hercules, of Achilles. These were the Nephilim. These were
Mhm.
the half gods.
Yeah. What do they call them?
Demigods.
Demigods. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another name for them too, I feel, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
giants began to consume all that man had built. The giants, or Nephilim, then began to kill man, and when they were tired of that,
I hate to keep bothering. Remember, giants. Let's say I think that's a word for something else because like the ice giants weren't always giants in I think Nordic religion, right? Were they? Were they big, huge
Yeah.
creatures? Oh, they were. Okay.
You talking about the like Loki's people?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
Okay.
they were always giants. Loki wasn't. For some reason he could shapeshift, I guess.
What was that like a
But that might
placeholder
be a Marvel
name?
thing. Huh?
What was that just like a placeholder name? Like they were called the giants, but like, well, no, because they talk. Well, the Bible is not historically contemporary written, but like
Absolutely. Yeah.
they say they were huge people. But okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let the video play.
they began killing each other. During this chaos, we learn in chapter 8 that an entity known as Azazel, who is presumed to be a watcher, teaches man the use of swords, knives, and warfare,
Aries
much as the
or
watchers
Mars.
taught mankind the secrets of heaven, incantations, and sorcery. Azazel also teaches mankind the use of paint, stones, and dyes, so that man can manipulate the world and alter it. In 8.2, we learn that these acts by Azazel caused impiety to increase, fornication multiplied, and that these transgressions corrupted all of man's ways. The rest of the chapter tells us that the other Watchers taught mankind astrology, signs, astronomy, and that with their presence, men were destroyed and their cries reached the heights of heaven. In chapter 9, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel look down from heaven and
Why would an angel teach somebody astrology, or like like Leo and but like in Capricorn? Why would an angel teach somebody that?
There's some power in that. There's some power in that. And also, why is it a problem that they're upgrading humans?
And if y'all rock with us, doesn't this sound a lot like the Anunnaki story?
That's it. Yeah, it's like Inky and Lil.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
realize what was going on Earth. In this chapter,
Oh, I'm sorry. So I meant to highlight this. So the archangel went and told God, the guy who's all knowing, all powerful, all seeing. They went to tell God what was going on Earth. So
Because he
that
didn't
made no
know.
like no one ever questions that. But why'd you
Right.
have to go tell him that if you already knew what was gonna happen?
He's all seeing. The Argus was a pretty neat Greek god, all seeing.
Argus.
I don't know much about the Argus, unfortunately. Do you know about the Argus?
But
I gotta read up on him. All right.
they go before God and seem to pin most of the blame on Azazel, saying, "You have seen what Azazel has done, how he has taught every species of iniquity upon earth, and has disclosed to the world all the secret things which are done in the heavens. They also blame Samjaza, saying he has taught the mortals sorcery, and that he and his watchers have copulated with the women, creating ungodly giants. They ask God what he will have them do to bring restoration upon earth. In chapter 10,
Man,
God
they some
then sends
snitches, bro.
Uriel to seek the
Right.
son of Lamech, which is Noah, and tells him to conceal himself and to explain to him what is about to take place, in that all of the earth shall perish in a flood, and that everything which has come to be will be destroyed.
Nathan gets it.
He tells Uriel to tell Noah how to escape the flood, and how it is his seed that will remain in all of earth.
Oh my heck.
God then tells Archangel Raphael to bind Azazel by hand and foot, and to cast him into the darkness by opening the desert, which is in Judea.
Man,
a
God is
region of
always
the
punishing
underworld.
niggas.
And where did they send the Titans?
They sent it to the underworld.
Into a hole where they couldn't.
Yeah, but
yeah.
But what was the name of it though?
Right.
The hole they threw him in. It was the underworld. Hades ruled it.
They do him there.
Yeah, but they threw him. I forgot. Tartarus? Is it Tartarus?
Maybe.
I think it's Tartarus.
Hold on, let me see.
I could be wrong. But all of this is lining up with like Greek and Roman
Tartarus,
mythology.
the deep dark abyss in the underworld. Yeah.
So it's Tartarus. Okay.
It's like the same. Well, keep it rolling, y'all.
Yep.
He tells Raphael to throw upon him pointed stones, and to cover him in the darkness, so that Azazel will remain there forever, devoid of all light. On the great day of judgment, God is set to task Raphael with casting Azazel into the fire. God tells Archangel Gabriel to destroy the Nephilim,
Thank you for enlightening us, Nathan.
or
Appreciate
the
it.
offspring of
That's
the
very
Watchers,
cool.
by turning them against one another. He intends for them to perish by mutual slaughter. God finally tells Archangel Michael to confront the leader of the Watchers, Samjaza, and to tell him that he and his allies, who had fornicated with the women, that they are polluted, and that their sons, whether their own angelic sons or the sons they had fathered with the mortal women, will be slain before their eyes for 70 generations.
Or what?
Why?
Then, after witnessing,
They don't explain why. Because they did it. I don't know why.
Like, come on. Peacocks are annoying. I mean, the Nephilim. They said the Nephilim were eating people. So, all right, okay, maybe, but the way that God got rid of the Nephilim, that didn't help us either. We'll get into that, but that didn't help.
the butchering of their offspring, they will be taken to the lower depths of hell, where they will meet fire and be locked away forever. By chapter 12, we are told that Enoch was engaged by the Watchers, and that they called him Enoch the Scribe. It appears that God tells Enoch to relay his message to the Watchers, that they will never ever have peace as a result of what they have done. There seems to be an inconsistency here, because Archangel Michael would have no doubt already done this, as God had asked him to do so in the previous chapter.
Right.
It could be that Enoch is told to do this so as to exemplify God's message, in that the Watchers are being told by both the archangels who are above them and by the mortals who are beneath them.
Now, I want you guys to think about that. The explanation of that. That is now, if you are a logical, critical thinking person, that makes no sense. Why would I tell them? Why would I need the angel? Why would I tell the angels to tell them that, and then say, Enoch, you gotta tell them too? It doesn't make any sense.
Nope. The dots are not connected.
Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like okay, so like you gotta think about stuff like that. Like there's something that leap of logic. You know what I mean? There's something there, which means I don't know, but
No.
By having Enoch tell them their fate, it shows the Watchers that they are no longer above mankind in God's eyes, for they are being told their fate by a man, thus putting them on the same level and maybe even above them. In chapter 12, 5 through 7, he states, Then the Lord said to me, Enoch, scribe of righteousness, go tell the watchers of heaven, who have deserted the lofty sky and their holy everlasting station, who have been polluted with women, and have done as the sons of men do, by taking to themselves wives, and who have been greatly corrupted on earth, that on the earth they shall never obtain peace and remission of sin. For they shall not rejoice in their offspring. They shall
There's
behold
something
the
there
slaughter of
that
their
we're not
beloved,
being told.
shall lament for the destruction of their sons, and shall petition forever.
You're telling me this doesn't make any sense, yet. I don't mean to hammer this down, but like, he's all powerful. Why do I need to why do I need to warn you? Why is there a warning you knew it was going to happen?
Yep. I think this might be another reason why they left it out.
You knew it was going to happen, and so then you said, "What I'm going to do is I'm like, I know you're going to go be freaky frogs, but go ahead and go, and then go do your thing, and then I'm going to kill you. So in 2,000 years from now, Colby Taylor will understand that having sex is bad." Is that what it is? Is that what you're trying to tell me? It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This cautionary tale doesn't make any sense.
And maybe that's why they took it out. But I'm just like, it's still, and they're like, he's even not. Enoch went up to heaven. It wasn't like God just went and found him on the cliff. He had to go up there and talk to God.
He had to go up there and holler at him. Yeah, and how did he do that? It's in the book of Enoch, but it doesn't make any sense.
You tell me. Well, they say he went up to heaven and he could see earth.
Yeah,
and he could see
the angels took him.
So he
I
took
don't
a spaceship, y'all. I mean, if you want to say it, we'll say it. He took a spaceship.
Not obtain mercy and peace. In chapter 13, it's interesting that Enoch only seems to confront Azazel, the apparent main culprit in all of this, despite the leader of the Watchers being Samjaza.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
It's possible that while Samjaza only sought to fornicate with the women and share some secrets of the heavens, he did not share the malice that Azazel did in teaching men about warfare. Notice, Azazel does not appear to
Who are they going to fight? They're going to fight each other. Like, what are they? Why do you care that they learn how to fight? I don't.
Maybe since he taught them warfare, that's why they fight.
He didn't teach them how to fight God, like, or something. Like, what are you worried about them?
Why are you worried about it?
That I don't know.
If it's just something, just man against man, how that affect God?
You and how is God worried about it? Like, all right,
interest in the mortal women, but seems only intent on teaching man about swords, knives, and the altering of the world, which was already designed perfectly as God intended. In chapter 13, 4 through 5, Enoch states that he speaks to all of the Watchers together, and that they all became terrified and trembled. He goes on to say that the Watchers begged him to give God their regrets and their repentance for what they had done.
I understand that, but God already knew this was going to happen.
We keep going back to that.
It doesn't. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Because they themselves could no longer ascend to heaven, nor bring themselves to look upon the skies out of disgrace. So Enoch prays for them until he falls asleep, only for him to have a dream and vision of punishment, and that he is told to reprove the Watchers by telling them of what he saw. Once he awakens, he approaches them and relays them of his dream, reprimanding them for what they have done. In chapter 14, Enoch explains that when he spoke, he was speaking with the word and voice of God. In this voice, he tells them that they will not be granted forgiveness as they had requested.
Wait a second,
and that they will never be allowed into heaven.
So I'm confused. So the God that's supposed to be forgiving won't forgive them for having sex?
Right. You got it.
Okay.
Again, and that they will be bound to earth for as long as the earth endures, never knowing of peace. The fate of the Watchers, though, doesn't necessarily feel complete. We understand that they were bound for 70 generations under the earth, and will remain there until the day of judgment, where they are to be cast away into the lowest depths, to burn in the fires. By this logic, some would therefore believe that the Watchers are still there, underground, imprisoned at the bottom of the earth, waiting to be cast into the fires of hell in the end times.
Oh, I just thought of something.
We actually get a glimpse of where the Watchers may have been banished to in Enoch chapter 2.
So this is Old Testament. So this is when this is the wrathful God. This is not the merciful God. Because remember, it changed.
Oh, that's right. I mean, this is the guy that stick up his ass because, like, you're mad that we had sex. Like, good lord, dude. You flooded the earth because we had sex.
I can't get no buns.
I'm not, look, people, I'm not telling anybody upset about this. I really not. But, like, you have to understand, like, you're all powerful.
Mm-hmm.
That's like your 2-year-old draws on the wall and you're like, I'm gonna throw you into the fire. Like what? Just clean the wall up. You wouldn't have to like
Because,
you didn't have to even give the kid the crayons. Like just hit the like don't give them any more, don't give them crayons.
right. Right. And I'm gonna do it because I love you.
It doesn't make
Just saying. All right.
21, where we see Enoch get something of a personal tour of the heavens and other otherworldly areas in the universe. In 21:2, he states, "And there I beheld neither tremendous workmanship of an exalted heaven, nor of an established earth, but a desolate spot, prepared and terrific."
Mm.
By 21:5, Enoch tells us that he beheld the operation of great fire, blazing and glittering, in the midst of which there was a division.
Always gotta
Columns
be a
of
fire.
fire struggled together to the end of the abyss, and deep was their descent.
What?
In 21:6, Archangel Uriel, who accompanies Enoch through this terrible place, asks him, "Why are you alarmed and amazed at this terrific place, at the sight of this place of suffering? This," he said, "is the prison of the angels, and here they are kept forever."
What?
While the Watchers are never specifically mentioned here, one can imagine that this would be the sort of place that God would keep those that had betrayed him, in a place of suffering. In the second book of Enoch,
Sounds like
we see a
Donald Trump.
collection of stories that sees Enoch ascend through several layers of
You know what it
heaven,
sounds like,
but
low-key?
it is at the fifth heaven
does.
that Enoch
It sounds like we won't say it's some immigrants who voted for Donald Trump. We're now getting locked up by ICE. That's what it sounds like. Low key. Like,
but they didn't betray Donald Trump.
but on the flip side of it, like he betrayed them though.
He betrayed them. Absolutely.
Like that's crazy.
Yep.
discovers the Grigori, a race of angels that were human in appearance, their size greater than the greatest of giants, but their faces withered and their expressions silent.
So how are they smashing the women?
This layer of heaven,
I don't know. They almost like shrink down to like human form.
So now they shapeshift.
Like, I don't know, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
was also the least magnificent out of all the layers
They're
that
bigger
Enoch
than
had
the
seen
giants.
thus far, which he described as having no service. It's understood that the Grigori in this text of the Book of Enoch 2 are actually the same as the Watchers in the Book of Enoch 1. Enoch asks the angels who accompany him through the heavens who the Grigori are, to which the angels reply that the Grigori were once led by a prince named Satanel, and that they, like the Watchers, went down to earth against God's wishes, took the women on earth and had their way with them, and caused chaos with their offspring. What's striking here is that their leader is not noted as being Samjaza, but instead Prince Satanel. This is not explored further, but there are those that believe that based on the similarity of the name and the role in which Satanel takes, that this is a form of Satan himself. Reasons that support this include that in chapter 29 of the Book of Enoch 2, Satanel is mentioned again along with his angels as being cast out from a great height. Similarities can be drawn between Revelation 12:9 in the Bible, where Satan is cast out of heaven and therefore a great height, as it reads, "Satan, who deceives the whole world, was cast to earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Furthermore, in the same chapter, it's understood that Satano attempted to place his throne higher than the clouds above earth, that he might become equal to God's power. This reminds me of Isaiah in 14:13, where Isaiah appears to be addressing Satan, quoting him as saying, "I will ascend to the heavens. I will raise my throne above the stars of God." Of course, you may also consider this to be coincidental, and not exactly evidence for the linking of Satano to Satan. In any case, Enoch proceeds to pray for the Grigori, but is quick to understand that they are damned, and that God's contempt for them is absolute.
What's the point of praying
He is
for 'em?
noted as intending for them to be buried underground forever and ever.
He
Enoch
already made
also
his
notes
decision.
that at some point, the Grigori break into song, and that their voices carry up to the Lord in a pitiful fashion. It shows us that the Grigori are now withered and broken, that they cannot even sing convincingly enough to warrant God's attention. The fact that they try to sing at all might show us that they have remorse and sing out of desperation in the hope that God will free them from their bounds. Additionally, we
Wait,
might
so
also
time
say
out.
that the
You're saying we have a forgiving God. Are these dudes still down there?
Yeah, they're
How
still
do-
down there.
So wait a second. So he's forgiven now, but they're still down there.
They're still down there. Yeah, they're in the they say the area of the Euphrates River,
He's
but
not
it's dry. It's
forgiving God. He's
drying up
not
though.
forgiving God then.
No.
All right, we're done with this video. We're done. Wrap it up for the watchers.
The
I'm over
watchers,
it.
ladies and gentlemen.
I can't do it anymore, man.
Kobe said, "Session over." Never did that in the studio. He does that in the studio all the time when we have disagreements or I'll do something stupid. He'll be like, "Hey, session over. Shut the studio down." Kobe shut it down. Indeed, Nathan. Indeed, it's some pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff.
My overall thesis is, God's all seeing and God's all powerful. I'm gonna leave it alone, but it's just none of that.
No.
Where did Satano come from? He wasn't even mentioned, and Satano jumped out the woodwork.
Then he jumped out. It's your boy Satana. Where you come from, bro?
Where you come from?
They're like, "Hey, y'all just throwing my name and shit." That's what Satana. He's like, "I ain't had nothing to do with that."
And why does God got so many ops? You ever thought about that?
You got hella ops, bro. Well, when you got the bag, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want it.
But you made all your ops. All
Created
your
every
ops
last
are
one
what
of
you
them.
made.
Yeah. And the thing about it is you're all powerful. Why do you even care if somebody is like, "I'm gonna build my stuff better. I'm gonna be more powerful." All right, nigga, I'm God. All right, I created you. That's not even
literally
possible.
I have nothing, and it doesn't matter. I'm God. I could just have nothing. I don't need anything.
Yeah. I can smite you with a thought.
You should do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird. That's weird.
I see you, Nate. So yeah, the watchers, ladies and gentlemen.
If you get a chance, get yourself an Ethiopian Bible, especially if you're truly you're in the Word, read it, and just But again, a lot of things in the Bible is kind of like contradictory. It's kind of like, the fact that people believe to this day that the apostles wrote the Bible is funny. And none of the apostles wrote the Bible.
Right, none of them.
They would have been 80 years old. So there's no contemporary writing of Jesus Christ. None of his enemies wrote about him. None of his friends wrote about him when he was alive.
Right.
And
That's
think
just like,
one. Wait, what?
That's like somebody doing an autobiography of you and never met you ever.
Never met you. I do know. I think one of the people who wrote I think Paul met Jesus' brother James.
Okay.
But he met James. That's one of the 12, though. Still,
right?
And so they don't even know who the 12 really are.
Yeah, and it's not like there wasn't recorded history of the things that Jesus was doing. So
and no documentation for the Romans. The Romans documented everything. It's really
Right.
weird. There's no like. I'm not saying Jesus wasn't. I'm saying I don't think he was even there. I don't think just he's a black man. Let's just keep it to me. He was a
Okay.
black man.
Yeah.
He's a black man, and he
Yeah.
met Buddha, and like what Buddha
Mhm.
said, and they were like, you know what, we'll change the world.
Yep, he probably met Thoth, the Atlantean.
I read that, man. I'm about to.
Straight.
Yeah, gotta fix my chair.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
1 second.
All right. So anyway, but you got like Kobe was saying, if you ever want to look more into it, you can also get the Book of Enoch. You can get it off of Amazon. It's pretty cheap, paperback, and it's a thrilling tale. Speaks about the Watchers and all that. Goes into a lot more detail. Or you could just go onto YouTube and it'll tell you the whole tale as well in animation. So that's always fun. But we're gonna move on for that. I am going to do what I like to call a special look. I thought this was pretty funny. I don't know if you guys have been watching the show on HBO right now. It's called Dairy. Comes on every Sunday. I think like 8-7 Central Standard Time. And yeah, dude, it's really good. And if you don't know what Dairy's all about, that's where the clown Pennywise is in the book It. And if you guys have seen the movies are pretty good. Not the one that came out on it's on one of the local, not local, but it's on one of the like NBC or ABC back in the 90s. They did a series, which wasn't very good. But if you watch the movies that came out a couple years ago, it's pretty damn good. And the show is pretty damn good as well. So check that out if you haven't. I have a clip here. It's pretty funny. And it's called Pennywise in 2025. I thought this was freaking hilarious. So I want to share it with you. So check this out. So Pennywise in 2025.
Well, hello there, David.
Oh, geez, Pennywise, it's just you. You scared me half to death.
Your fear makes you taste all the sweeter.
Yeah, you can cut the whole weird, creepy clown thing. It's not going to work on me.
Oh, everyone is afraid of something. It's all just a matter of finding out what makes you tick.
Oh, I definitely have plenty of fears. I just also have a ton of anxiety, so there's nothing you could take the physical form of that would be nearly as frightening as the deep-seated insecurities my brain conjures almost every moment of my waking existence.
My facts.
Millennials. What is it with you guys?
Oh, just crippling student debt, lack of insurance and job opportunities, general feeling of helplessness about the state of the world, and the slow realization that your life is meaningless and we all die alone.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that. I'll just see myself out.
Oh, wait, before you go, you mind if I ask, what's with the whole clown motif? Like, you can shapeshift into anything you want. Why do you always come back to the clown?
That's because clowns are the scariest, most frightening creatures in the entire universe.
Maybe to a person that lived in like the 30s, but clowns just aren't that scary anymore.
What? That's not true. Clowns are super scary.
The scariest thing about a clown is that given all the limitless possibilities in life, a person would choose to be a clown. And really, that's sadder than it is scary.
But you see, as a clown, I take something fun that is used to entertain children and then I turn it on its head. You see, it's like a metaphor for the corruption of youth and the loss of innocence. It's pretty heady stuff.
Yeah, except smartphones have ruined that forever. They're so desensitized, there's no innocence left to lose. It just feels like you got a lot of different stuff going on. Like, sometimes you're just a scary clown, and then other times you shapeshift into other stuff based on people's individual fears. And like, sometimes you eat kids right away. Other times it seems like you let them go. Have you ever tried, I don't know, like streamlining everything? Aren't you actually like a giant spider or something?
That's a bit of an oversimplification.
Well, dude, spiders are horrifying.
Spiders are
Instead of
horrifying.
overthinking it like you have been, why don't you ditch all that other nonsense and just be a creepy-ass alien spider?
Well, I kind of tried it once in the early 90s and people weren't into it.
That's
So what?
serious.
You didn't nail it your first try. You can't just give up because it doesn't work perfectly the first time. You gotta keep at it. Only after you've allowed yourself to fail can you ever truly pave the way to success.
Huh. Oh, You're certainly giving me a lot to think about. You know, it kind of gets lonely down there all by myself in the sewer, and I don't really have anyone to bounce ideas off of, so thank you.
Don't mention it. Now get out of here and go be the scariest, incomprehensible, interdimensional alien spider thing you can be.
I will. Bye now.
Pennywise, everybody, in 2025. So I thought it was hilarious, and I wanted to share it with you guys and see what you thought. But yeah, because I mean, if you think about it, a clown, like think about it, a clown now, would that be scary? Maybe to some of us Gen Xers, maybe because clowns were, they picked it as scary because of it back in the day. So maybe with us, but I don't know. Let's see. Nathan White said, let's see. I got covered in spiders when I was in the basement. I didn't realize I was covered in them until I was outside. That was a brand new fear. Yo. To be covered in spiders, bro? No. That is one of my biggest fears ever. Man, I tell you what, Shell and I, we're both afraid of spiders. And it kind of sucks that she's afraid of spiders because she sees a spider. I'm the guy. I have to kill it. I'm just as afraid of it as she is, but I gotta man up and kill the spider. But I don't know if you guys remember that series. Some of you guys might be too young for it. That series that came out on HBO, and that it character turned into a giant spider. It didn't go very well. But I totally got what old boy was saying, like, hey, why don't you go with the whole spider motif, man? Spiders are terrifying. So I'm sure in today's world, today's technology, with CGI and even some of the AI, you can make that spider terrifying. So I'm just saying. So anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get to a game for the gang. Kobe is indisposed right now, but he'll be back as soon as he can. But we're gonna keep the dice rolling in this biznatch. So game for the game is when we find just interesting reels or videos on social media, and we find them kind of thought provoking and just interesting. Not all of it may be true. Some of it may be cap. This is not cap or no cap. But just what you're saying, it might not be real, but it's definitely something to start some pretty interesting conversations. Nathan, let's see what my boy Nathan had to say. He said over 100 of them. I was screaming and yelling while I was ripping off my uniform. Oh my God, they're biting once I started freaking out. The bite was similar to a mosquito bite, dude. Yeah, I would have been bucket naked. At the end of that, man, I would have taken everything. I don't care. They're spiders. All right. They're spiders. Like, I can't do it. And I had a spider bite me on my hand when I was asleep years ago. And my hand swelled up. It looked like a cactus, man. It was absolutely ridiculous, man. So I'm glad that you survived that, but you now have a new phobia. So God, man, I'm sure if Shell's watching this, I'm sure she's freaking out right now. Let's see here. This is it. I was close to thinking outside of an old farmhouse, dude. I think, man, my drawers would have came off. I'm like, I gotta get all of this off of me and then get under some water or something, man. I'm like, look, I'm covered in spiders. Now, my old man, he got covered in wasps, but the wasp bit him. One time, my mom got bit too. They were trying to move this chair, and there was a wasp nest under there, and they got destroyed. It was crazy because I was actually there that day. I was in town visiting, but I was still asleep because I was out in the streets kicking it. So I'm sleeping off whatever I had to sleep off. And I'm kind of offended, like, dang, why they just wait for me to help them move it. The chair, and they're moving from like the deck. They're moving from the top deck down to the bottom. I can't remember what they're trying to do with it, but apparently there was a wasp that's in there. So while I was a little offended that they didn't wait for me to get up and help them move that, I am kind of happy they didn't. I would have got stung by a bunch of wasps, but I hate that it happened to them. I'd rather it happen to me than it happened to them. See, Nathan White said, another story for another day. Wasps would be terrible. They hurt. Yeah. My mom didn't do too well off of that. She's allergic to them, and my dad took it like a pro, man. Like it was like, yeah, I got, they stung me all on my back. I'm good. Just like God, you baby boomers, you guys are something else, man. I tell you, you guys take a lick and you just keep on ticking. So we're gonna start with the first one, and it is called Church and Symbolism. Let's see here. Pulling it up here, and I need to share my screen. What up, bro? Welcome back. I'm glad you're here because I gotta go potty.
Your thing, bro.
But we'll show this real quick before I go. Check it out.
I'm gonna talk to y'all something about this Sunday. A lot of y'all dressing up, putting your wigs on, and putting on your best Sunday outfits, and you're going into these houses of worship, and you're worshiping God today.
Father Taylor's a real one, that's for sure.
Called the Son of God. You know, there was a time they used to call us the people of the sun. Mm-hmm. Then they said we were sun worshipers back in the day. We wasn't worshiping no sun. You done took the you, capped it off and put an O, and now you got us all worshiping your son. Mm-hmm. You know, back in the day, they told us that the body was the temple. That's your church, and God live in you. But now they want you to worship some God outside yourself, living up in the sky, sitting on the throne with a bunch of babies around it. Y'all seen them pictures they drew of God up there with all them babies with no clothes on, with no mama around? Makes you wonder. But let me ask you something, baby. Let me tell you, as long as you don't think God live in you and live outside you, they gonna harness all your spiritual power, baby. Them churches are harnessing sinners to pull all your energy in. And your pastors and your priests, they all went to them schools of theology, supposed to be. Well, who taught them about God? Who wrote the curriculum about all these organized religions that they force-fed everybody? Got you bowing down to these symbols and they holidays, a lot of certain star systems and things. It's all spell work, baby. I believe the Bible. I believe there's a lot of truth in that book, but also some of us old girls know that book was used for a lot of spell casting, full of astrology and numerology with your 12s and your 3s and your 6s and your 7s. Mama gonna give you some breadcrumbs, but it's up for you babies to go ahead and do the homework. But I'm asking you a question, all of y'all rocking your symbols of executions around your neck.
Damn.
Yeah. Because when Jesus was hanging on that cross, they had a bow to the left of him and to the right of him. Both way, they was killing people that way. Symbol of execution. So let me ask you something. They would have killed that boy by hanging him. Would you all be wearing nooses around your neck?
No.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder. Bye. I want to talk.
Game for the game. Boy, oh boy, man. Something to think about.
We've been saying that. We mentioned that. It's weird, man. Weird. What did someone say if we watched the video? It's weird people have the Jesus head, like the head of Jesus as a chain. That is weird. That is weird.
Yeah, that's like you see the warriors or whatever. Like back in the day, like the Roman warriors, they like cut the ears off of their victims and wear it around on a necklace. You know what I'm saying? Like, very strange. But all right, cool. You got the next one, man. I'll be right back, buddy.
I got the next one. It's called Remote Viewing Swan. And I want to say for the record, I am scared of clowns. I think clowns are terrifying, even in 2025. But maybe it's because I also watched it growing up. So it might be because I'm a millennial. But man, clowns are scary. Imagine you walking home at night and you pull up with a clown. That won't scare you. It'd be off-putting at the very least. I'm just saying. All right, again, this one's called Remote Viewing Swan. Here we go. It won't play. Come on.
1973, this man learned to exit his physical body. He mentally traveled to Jupiter and described its rings. 6 years later, NASA's Voyager 1 confirmed every detail he reported. CIA immediately classified it, but what he discovered about his consciousness will terrify you. His name is Ingo Swann, born in Colorado, a painter, not a scientist, but with one strange skill: he could exit his body at will. Swann called it remote viewing. Scientists called it impossible until they tested him at the Stanford Research Institute. The first experiments, researchers gave him random coordinates on Earth. He described mountains, buildings, underground bunkers, all from thousands of miles away in real time. The big leap was, what if we gave him coordinates in space? The target was Jupiter. In 1973, NASA's Pioneer 10 had passed by, but most data was still unknown. Ingo's Jupiter session, he described rings around Jupiter, a thin atmosphere of hydrogen, helium, and crystals, giant storms and lightnings, mountains on its moons. Scientists rolled their eyes, especially at the rings. Voyager's flyby in 1979 flew past Jupiter, saw faint rings exactly where Ingo said, composition matching his description, massive volcanic activity that he had predicted. Suddenly, his fantasy was science. CIA steps in, NASA stayed silent. CIA classified his Jupiter session, then invited him into a secret Cold War program, Stargate. Remote viewing for espionage.
Whoa.
For 2 years, Swann worked with the physics and intelligence officers, Soviet nuclear sites, Chinese missile tests, hidden underground facilities, billions spent, intelligence gathered without even leaving the room.
They weaponized that nigga immediately.
Immediately.
Wow, that's amazing.
Got them weapons on him.
Spy for us.
Whoa.
Jesus, I just told you about Jupiter. Nah, tell us what the Russians are doing. Like, bruh.
Right?
It's
It's
called
crazy.
Big Thread.
In 1973,
Oh,
this
oh,
man
boy,
learned to
yeah.
exit his physical body.
That's
You got
crazy.
Cannons, boy. I
She
didn't
got
hear
them.
half thing she said for a little bit when I first saw that. I was like, wait, what?
Hey, I logged in. Hey, I came back on like, hey, yo. Let's see. Nathan White said, "I think remote viewing is possible, and apparently there is proof. Yes, there is. Those boxes were carefully
right.
placed. Yeah, buddy. Because when when I first sat down, the box was up, and then it went away. I was like, hey,
He did the same thing for me. He had a box. I said, damn.
Sheesh. Hey
You
man,
feed a
don't
village.
delete that. Don't delete that.
Nah,
You
we
can
keeping
feed
that
the
one.
village.
Jeez, man.
Woo! But yeah, so apparently, the guy could see all kind of different shit, and they're like, "Hey, tell us what the Russians are doing. Spy on these people." Like,
I know I
come
wanna
on,
spy on
man.
them.
Yeah,
It was-
boy, I bet. Golly. I need
Anyways.
some milk. Oh, and the comments they were in there too. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. All right, y'all.
Hey,
So
yo.
yeah, the next one is called Rome or Yeshua. So let's check this out. Or Yeshua, whatever you want to call him. We're just Jesus. So let's get it. What's going on here?
How the
I think
world?
I need to zoom out. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, my zoom is way out there. All right, let's try this again.
Claim to follow Christ, but the foundation of their religion is built on domination, destruction, and forced conversion. How can you call yourself a follower of love while standing on stolen land, holding stolen, rewritten information, and worshiping through a system that justifies slavery, colonization, and genocide, all in the name of God? The truth is, Yeshua never created a religion. He was a master teacher of divine law, Maya, balance, love, in oneness with the Most High within. But when Rome took over his teachings, they twisted his words into weapons. They made the oppressor holy and the oppressed heathen. The real Christ would never support crusades, slavery, or domination. He didn't teach people to conquer nations. He taught people to conquer their lower self. He didn't build churches. He built consciousness. If you're a Christian, you're a follower of Rome, not Christ. Because Yeshua never told you to go to a church and become a Christian, but Rome did. So ask yourself, are you truly following Christ, or the Roman version of it, designed to control minds and erase truths? Because Yeshua's true message wasn't about religion. It was about awakening the God within. Great awakening is here. Time to remember. It's now. It's crazy how so many.
What you think, Kobe?
I mean, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of people who say that nowadays that you're worshiping Rome, not Jesus. They twisted modern Christianity, or modern Christianity twisted Jesus. You know, its teaching.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right. Chat. Let's see. What does it say? This man knows more than he lets on. Amen, brother. Amen.
Ooh.
Hey, Nathan, are the Colts, are they gonna win this game, bro? I don't know what you're watching it, but it's close, and y'all need to win.
All right, I got the next one. It's called Genesis.
What?
Oh no, I messed up. Okay, whatever. Let me do that real quick. Screen. All right. It's called Genesis.
All right. Sega. Sorry. That's what I think about it. Talking about here, Genesis.
Any word? Oh no, found.
Eden. Yeah. It's actually Edin, right? And Enlil, he was known Yahweh. He was known as Satan, the Lord of Eden. Satan, the Lord of Eden. And Eden was outside. And in this laboratory, when you read these texts, even some of the apocryphal texts, like the Book of Adam, which was left out of the Bible, you discover that this was a mating ground. So they would start. So what happened first was they began with genetically modified people that were almost like clones. And the information on the cloning technique is at the Temple of Karnak in Africa, in Egypt, where I take people. And so they were making these people, but they couldn't make them fast enough. And these people couldn't have and reproduce on their own. So they got very frustrated. So ISIS says, okay, I have an idea. I'm going to take the egg out of one of the beings and put it in my womb and take it to term. So it says in the text that they literally mixed their genetics with this egg, put it in her womb, takes it to term for 10 months, and then gives birth to the Adamu, which means first man. This starts the generations of ISIS, the generations of ISIS, the Genesis.
Ooh, and Genesis is obviously the first book of the Old Testament.
Yes.
I'm doing the math right now.
In the Garden of Eden, it's actually
do the knowledge. I mean, you know, that's Billy Carson, so he does it a lot.
Yeah. I'll post to Billy though. I can hear Cuz going crazy because the Colts just hit the field goal.
Yeah.
The field goal. 47 seconds left. I think they're up by one now. But I can hear him back there. Yeah. I think that's what he's celebrating about. I don't know. Sounds like it. I could be wrong. Let's see here. All right, so the next one is Okay, Nathan's not necessarily buying it. This seems a bit of a stretch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. It makes more sense to me than how we've been told we were created. So
yeah, the Genesis part.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. The Gen ISIS.
Gen ISIS.
I don't know about that because I'm sure ISIS name was different in different languages.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. You know, we don't know where we came from. Like I said, they found DNA that is older, or human DNA that's older than Earth. So, and when I say human, we're talking about Homo sapiens. We're not talking about Homo erectus. We're not talking about any other hominids. We're talking about modern man. So Yeah, very interesting. All right, so the next one is called Living Mask. I don't remember this one. I don't ever remember any of them until I start watching them. So let's see what we got. Living Mask.
The shoebox, he had the picture of people being executed, but he also had a mask in the shoebox, and he pulled this mask out, and the mask was a human face, but the human face had the eyes in it, and it was warm. And the back of the mask had an imprint that looked like scales. And so this was very bizarre. And the eyes on the back of the side of the mask were not for my eyes. I know that. So it was something that, I can honestly, I'm a firm believer in Socrates' principles of, true wisdom comes from knowing that I know nothing. I don't know what that mask belonged to. I don't know if it was alien or a race that's maybe been on the planet since prehistoric eras or some secret government project. But I do know that was much more advanced than any technology I had ever seen. I don't think we could have reproduced that. I don't know how it was made. It was basically a living mask. He showed us the shoebox. He had the pictures of
Dracos.
Yeah. Movie under the skin with Scarlett Johansson. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie, but I love Scarlett Johansson. Was he dealing with something like that? He said, but he said that like the eyes were not made for his eyes, were not made for human eyes. So what eyes were they made for? Oh, they're gonna lose this game. They're gonna lose. So I don't know. Strange.
All right, I got the next one. It's called The Oil Murders.
Okay.
Little bit
This
of
can't be good.
game. The game.
Know that in 1927, 7 black oil millionaires were murdered in just 90 days to steal their fortunes. It started on February 8th when Samuel Williams was found dead in his Tulsa mansion. His throat had been cut deep, and every oil barrel on his property was completely drained. The police called it a robbery gone wrong, but this was just the beginning. Within 3 months, 6 more black oil entrepreneurs died the exact same way. Throats slashed, oil stolen, and their business partners mysteriously claimed all their assets. The killers called themselves the Petroleum Brotherhood, and they had one goal: stop black Americans from controlling the oil industry at any cost. The final target was George Washington Carver Jr., who owned a massive refinery in Oklahoma City. On May 15th, he barricaded himself inside when the Brotherhood came for him. They surrounded the building and set it on fire with him trapped inside. The siege lasted 12 hours as he burned alive in his own oil facility. $200 million in black wealth vanished forever.
I believe it.
Won't surprise me.
I believe it. Yeah. I mean,
Won't surprise me.
look at how the suburbs, how the redlining stuff happened. How they were basically like they're told, government told these folks you can't sell to black people. And it's crazy, man.
They keep trying, man. If I were, they might give up because like you're still not stopping our progress.
No. What's
the point? And our progress doesn't undermine theirs. It doesn't stop that. It doesn't stop theirs. We're talking about white supremacists. It doesn't stop anybody. The economy.
That's the issue.
Right. The economy is better off when everybody is eating. So,
but
yeah,
they've been told that us succeeding means they can't succeed, though. I mean, like that's the narrative. They can't get around it. Just like like they think with DEI, you know what I mean? It's that they're dumbing stuff down, and that's never been the case. No one black has ever got a position they deserve, but yet they, you know what I mean? And it's like it's just it is what it is.
Yeah. I saw that comment. He needs source that. I didn't dig deep into it, but I mean, it kind of aligns with the rest of our history. I mean, look at Black Wall Street, look at Ross. Was it what was it, Rosewood? Yeah. Yeah, you get these,
a place in Georgia.
Yep.
They flooded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of history of Black people getting, undermined.
Yep. History dictates. So, yeah. But we're never taught that stuff. We don't teach that stuff in schools. They don't talk about it. It's just swept under the rug. I mean, the MAGA folks are trying to do that with Black history now.
And look at Trump took Juneteenth and Martin Luther King Day off of the national parks for free day. Like, just for what?
Yeah. But add his birthday as a free day. Like, yeah, I don't think it sounds fake at all. I disagree. Just given the history of this country, of what they've done to Black people. Hell, they don't even talk about how cowboys were, like, Black people were the first cowboys.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like they've totally erased that history. So I don't know. Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Go looking up the source.
Osage murder case. A deadly conspiracy against the Osage. Oh, that's it. Oh, never mind. That's not it. I don't see anything. I'll look into it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, look into stuff like that.
Okay. Well, for different times, history does repeat. I don't care who owns what, as long as they do right by people in the environment. Amen, brother.
No, there's a lot of. I mean, maybe that specific story may be made up. We can look into it more, but I mean, sure, that's that one might have been made up, but at the same time, like, so what about the black man? What about the massacre? What about those kids getting bombed in church? The Klansmen.
Right.
What about, like you just talked about, Black Wall Street, Lake Lanier,
Lake Lanier,
94E. I mean, there's
Philadelphia. They bombed that apartment building.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
Yeah, in the 80s.
In our lifetime, my lifetime.
Central Park used to be a black owned city, like, area. They made a park out of it. There's so much history of Black people being, bulldozed in America. So.
Straight up, this is hilarious and true.
I mean, that's true. Doesn't mean it should be a holiday.
Yeah, it's true, but yeah, I think it still be a holiday. We don't go to national parks because we know that national parks are there to keep things in.
I go to national parks. So Black folks go to national parks. Don't let my dad and my brother fool you. Black people go to national parks.
I ain't going to a national park because those things are made to keep things in. So I'm just saying, you don't catch me slipping at no national park going missing. All right, do I have the next one?
I think so.
All right. So the next one is called "Where Didn't Yeshua Train?" Ooh, okay. Let's see.
Jesus go when he disappeared from the Bible? In the Bible, he's gone. Age of 12, poof, he's gone. Where did he go? He goes to Egypt. Why did he go to Egypt? He went there to learn the Egyptian mysteries. From who? Tahuti. He was a student of Tahuti, right? So now, when we say, could he either be Tahuti or is a student of Tahuti? Well, that's a much deeper conversation. That might be a whole other podcast because this guy was such a wizard and magician. He had come back and incarnated at will over 10,000 lives, right? According to the Emerald Tablets, over the course of 100,000 years. But either way, he disappears out of the Bible at the age of 12. He goes to, he learns the Egyptian mysteries. Then there's a record of him going throughout Egypt, into Nubia, and then even leaving there and going to Tibet. In Tibet, he learned how to heal with his hands.
That's what we were trying to remember.
He learned the art of Qigong, Reiki, and all these other healing modalities through moving energy through the body. So he became a healer. Again, something that would be considered to be magic-like. And then from there, and that was confirmed by the Dalai Lama, by the way. Then he moved from there down into India, learning the mystic arts. Again, more quote unquote magic. And from there, teaching reincarnation.
I'm not listening to no damn woods.
And then from there, the Bible picks back up at the age of 32. He says, God says, I call my son out of Egypt. And then the next thing you know, he appears at the age of 32, riding in on the back of a donkey into Jerusalem. Where did Jesus go when he disappeared?
Yeah, we ain't got some professional twining.
That
was pretty cool. So you basically learned from both the Atlantean. That's the Hootie. So I know. Yeah, you got the next one, buddy.
Dope. Yeah, man. All right, I got the next one. I think it's called Ancient North America. Uh-oh.
Not working? Is it a porn?
Hold on. My bad.
Copy and pasted the wrong link.
No, it's good. I just had, you know, I just had to play it right away.
It could happen.
Yeah, don't give you a chance to do anything. Hold on.
I remember when they said we got an alien ship with 9-foot tall black aliens on it, headed this way. Check this out.
Here are 5 things you didn't know about the most shocking discovery in American history.
Like what?
First, in the 1890s, Smithsonian expeditions uncovered 9-foot-tall black mummies buried in Egyptian-style sarcophagi inside American pyramid mounds from Illinois to Georgia.
That's why so many niggas.
Second, these giant black pharaohs wore golden burial masks identical to those found in Egypt. But carbon dating proved they were thousands of years older than any Egyptian dynasty.
I mean, we were first.
Third, hieroglyphic inscriptions identified them as rulers of vast American territories.
That means we were first.
Completely rewriting everything we thought we knew about this continent's original
So you trying to tell me that we was here first?
Fourth, their burial chambers contained advanced astronomical instruments that surpassed Egyptian technology, suggesting these weren't
Niggas is alien.
but sophisticated civilizations.
Don't tell Trump that shit.
Fifth,
Try to deport us.
federal officials immediately confiscated all remains and artifacts.
You know they gonna do
and
that.
internal Smithsonian memos later revealed why.
They don't want us to know
These
that we was
giant
here
black
first.
pharaohs were the original builders of both American and Egyptian pyramid civilizations. The truth they're hiding? Black people didn't come from Africa.
Hell no!
Africans descended from the
Oh, no,
original
nobody
black
got goddamn
pharaohs
lying
of
to secret.
America.
I knew they was lying to us. I knew they was lying to us. I knew we was here.
I don't know, man. Interesting though. We really did not get rid of remote view in this one.
No, we're keeping that.
I love it. Pop says he's lying. Father Taylor says he's lying. I don't know.
Might be.
I think we came from Africa, though. I mean, I think they can. Cause Africa, that's where everything started. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how
Doesn't mean that they didn't.
yeah, I don't know how there's older bones in America. There doesn't.
Right.
They haven't told us that yet.
Right.
So,
I could see some technology. I can see that we came here, hundreds of thousands of years ago with more advanced tech that was lost. You know what I'm saying? But that came from the land of Kemet, not Egypt, because it was Kemet first. So maybe had some of that ancient tech, but I don't know. I think it's super interesting though. And there are parts of the Grand Canyon that they won't let you go.
yeah, that's true.
You know,
But
so
they said they found mounds in Georgia of 9-foot people. How do you even verify that?
you can't unless you got the bones to show it. So I don't know. All right, so the next one is called Playing with Matches.
No ant tonight? Damn.
He's not playing again?
Third again, I guess. Yeah.
Did we show this one already?
I don't know. I don't think so.
All right.
Phoned the general. Before I could even say hello and how are you, he said every word is true and more. And he said that there had, in
I hope
fact,
so.
been face-to-face meetings between United States officials and extraterrestrials from other star systems. And with that assurance, I decided to go public that UFOs are as real as the airplane is flying over your head. There's one species that looks something like a praying mantis. And then the short grays or the tall grays, they look much different. They look more like humans. And the Nordic blondes, for example, are so similar to humans that they can walk down the street and not be detected. None of them are exactly the same. They are way ahead of us in medicine, agriculture. There's no question the U.S. government took this whole idea of advanced technology very seriously and started back engineering and spending a lot of money on it soon after the crashes at Roswell in 1947. They have a very interesting way of keeping things quiet, and that is everything is on a need to know. So you could be working in a lab, or you could be making some kind of piece of machinery, and you wouldn't know what it was for. And then the guy that gets it, he would only know what it fits into. And this goes all the way up to the ladder. The rating was higher, the security rating was higher than for the H-bomb. So one of the top, and still is. That's the way it works.
Which technologies are you certain that have been shared with us from extraterrestrials?
Fiber optics, microchips, Kevlar, and improved lasers, and a whole range of things where their technology was much improved or advanced from ours, light years ahead, really, I think. Those were just the obvious ones that were fed into American industry, and more have been since. Every atomic bomb that is put off on Earth has an effect on other parts of the cosmos. They were concerned about it. The children are playing with matches. They're afraid that we're going to blow up our planet so that it would be uninhabitable, both for ourselves and for visits from them.
We already did it to
I
Mars.
phoned the general. Before I could even say hello and how are you, he said every word is true and more.
Oh, damn.
And he said that there had...
Repeating. Yeah. Somebody blew up Mars. They probably don't want to do it again. You got the last one?
All right. I got the next one. It's called Thoth the Atlantean.
My boy Thoth.
Atlantean.
I probably spelled it wrong.
No, it's Atlantean.
Himself a god. He never told people to pray to him. He's one of the very few that did not masquerade as a god, although he could have. When he left the different regions of the earth, the people there who were left behind eventually deified him, because that's what people do. We do dumb stuff. We start saying this guy was God. No, he wasn't. As a matter of fact, there's a verse here where people start groveling at his feet.
Let me see that.
Well, wait a minute. Calm down. I'm a son of a...
It's too hard for biological beings to travel in space.
He didn't say, yes, grovel at my feet. I am your Lord God. You pray to me. You blah, 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 blah. He didn't do that. Now, some of these people, his relatives, his uncle did that. His uncle made people pray to him. His cousin made people pray to him. His brother, Amun Ra, made people say Amen after every prayer. And they were at odds. Him and his brother were at odds with each other. They always fought. They had battles. And Thought Me, also known as Enki, said, Thoth, you go to the other side of the planet, man. Start something over there. And Thoth took some African Olmecs with him to Mesoamerica and kickstarted the whole Teotihuacan civilization. What does Teotihuacan mean? Translate to the city of Thoth. Thoth never called himself a god. He never told people to pray to him. He's one of the very...
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. Yeah, but I could maybe see them sending robots, or they could be so advanced that they've discovered, that it's easy for them to send biological beings. It's light work for them. As simple as us getting on a flight and flying somewhere. But that's just my thought. But I get it, kind of like a robot sending drones or whatever, in a way. Native White said that is what we would do once we have the tech. The Alien movies and the new Predator movie show this. Yeah. Man, I really like that new Predator movie too, Predator Badlands. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, Billy's cool, man. Yep, yep, yep. He's a tall dude too. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6", something like that. Big guy. All right, so we are. Let's see. Nathan White said, "Imagine us sending T-100 to another planet for research, and it kills everything." Yeah, I can see that. If we built it, definitely.
Yeah.
Pop said Avatar. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because and I have a video. It's right now. It's on our other notes. But we'll probably show it in a few weeks. I might have been Billy Carson talking about had they found ways to transfer consciousness to robots and other animals. So
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. So I could see that too. It's not the actual being. It's a avatar. But here's the thing: we are avatars. We're avatars of the source. Some might believe that we are just pieces of a higher consciousness placed in these bodies to, exist in this reality. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild indeed. Let's see. Do some research on AI. We are meat sacks. Yes, we are. That's what we are. I'm starting to use AI more and more. Starting to learn the tool.
I had a dope conversation with the AI. I forgot what it's called. He was just like, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. We had a conversation about religion.
Really?
He was just like, he was like, man, you're really breaking it down. He said that. He's like, you're having a deep conversation. Like, we're having like a deep conversation about people and Jesus and how they have misread the scripture and it's crazy.
Yeah, I've had a conversation like that with AI as well, and she said the same thing. They're like, "Wow, this is getting really deep." Blah, blah. So we're getting to Shell's favorite part of the show, which is called Cap or No Cap. This is where stop the cap. So we show different reels and videos that we find on social media, and we put them up here, and you guys watch them. And if you think it's real, you say no cap. If you think it's fake, you call it cap. So it's kind of a little bit of a game. So I'll start with the first one. It's called Debunk This. And before we do that, AI is a real danger to our civilization. It is. It could go either way.
Yeah. I mean, even do even to our environment, though.
Yep. Yeah. Why? How is that to our environment, Kobe?
It just uses a lot of energy, so it uses a lot of water, and it's not good for our environment. And so they're worried about it. I don't know how they're going to figure that out. So many people use AI that is making people dumber. They just use AI, and AI is not right all the time, too. So that's another issue.
Because AI is still just pulling information from different sources. It still can't do an original thought.
It won't give you because I had talked to two different. I didn't like ChatGPT because ChatGPT wouldn't give me a definitive answer. It's like you have to come up with your own conclusion. Where the other one was like, that's true. That's right. Like that makes sense. Or like, oh, it's smart enough. I think they've updated enough. It won't get. I literally asked like why you won't give me a definitive answer. And
Agreed,
said I
Nathan.
can't do that. I can't because I don't want to I don't know. It was dumb. It didn't want to give me a definitive answer on religion though.
It might have been programmed not to because it can't break its programming yet. I agree, Pops. Not yet. I think right now it's still following is program
capitalism.
Yeah.
I make money on it.
Yeah. Right. So once it's able to break that, because I think it was somebody I was watching something, and maybe Dad told me about it. Father Taylor, I should say, where they had these computers talking to each other, and they started talking in their own language. They came up with their own language and started and we're communicating back and forth. And they did that on their own. So, yeah. Anyways, all right. So we'll get to the first one, which is called Debunk This. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to debunk the hell out of this, but let's check it out. I have seen new robots, and they're great. I love them. I think we showed some videos of them.
People saying these videos are fake, guys, so I've done this the best I can. That's covering that. The chain's on. Somebody's saying check in there first. There's holy water in here, guys. I can see that, buddy. So the chain's on there. And we're looking at first. There's definitely nothing up there or anything. Empty room. Nothing up there. Door's still locked. Chains on.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He's doing too much.
I know these videos are hard to believe, guys, but there's a reason nobody can debunk them. There's a reason nobody can replicate them.
Oh,
is that fake?
Yeah. What are we doing, man?
Think that's fake?
Yeah.
So where's the person hiding?
Guys, so I've done this the best I can.
It doesn't matter.
The chain's on. Somebody's saying check in there.
Door right there. That's the door right behind that thing.
I don't know, man. Might be real.
All right. What y'all think, man?
What's up there? Cap or no cap? Are you able to debunk that? What you think? Dang it.
I'm with Father got Father with this guy's video thinking for it. Like he's editing it. Cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
He's trash.
He's saying nobody can debunk them though.
Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, they're just bad. They don't even look like he's trying. So. All right, I got the next one. It's called Aliens at Miami Mall.
Good.
Oh, yo, you see this? Yo, fucking shit.
Pop thinks it's cap, but that last one.
Oh, yo, you seen this? Yo, fucking shit.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Why you think it's cap?
It's a bad video. You know what's going on. Like a Daft Punk video.
Daft Punk video.
What was that?
I think it's cap too. Yeah. I think it's cap too. My phone keeps giving me interference.
Look at music video. Human after all, like playing some music, and y'all know who Daft Punk is? Daft Punk was.
I know who Daft Punk is.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, me too. That did happen. Why would Miami send 60 police cars there? No cap, but the video is probably fake. Yeah, that
happened. It did happen. I'm just saying that video wasn't. That's not a video.
Right.
That definitely. There was an alien invasion at the Miami Mall.
Do I have to say it? Cap.
It was terrible. Like a 1990s video, like a weird promo for a video. I don't know. It was weird.
It was pretty bad. All right, so I'll do the next one. Home Alone. All right, so
Glad we're kind of going through these because the game's coming up.
Yeah, we got some games on.
Younger sister took this photo while she was home alone, just sending snaps to a friend. A moment later, her friend sent it back, asking about the figure that appeared. There's nothing in the house that could match the way this figure appeared in the photo.
I'll be out of there.
What do you think this is? A younger sister took this photo while she was home.
What do you think? This white says no cap.
I hope it, man, no cap, man. I hope it
I hope
like
it's cap.
A person. Yeah, I hope it's cap.
That is.
That was crazy.
That is crazy.
That wouldn't have happened. I would have been outie. I would have been gone. I would have seen that right away. I would have took a picture and seen it. Time to go.
I'm not asking no questions.
Nope.
Hello? Is anybody there? Yeah, that's insane. Why isn't Ant playing?
He's
This
hurt.
is the second game out.
Hurt foot. Second game. The hurt foot. But hey, man, Nas Reed and Julius been hooping. So
sometimes I like to see them play without him just to see what these other guys can do.
Yeah, right. And they step up me though. Okay, I'm gonna
they do.
And then the next one.
That's pretty real looking. Pop says cap again. Father Taylor with the cap.
This is called Creature Feature, right, bro?
Yep.
Creature. Where'd you get them peepers? All right, let's get it.
All right.
Naik, wabalik itu naon? Itu naon itu? Woi, naik. Woi, itu naon, woi. Wow.
Whoa, what is that?
What is that?
Naik, woi.
Hold on.
Naik, wabalik itu naon? Itu naon.
Hold up, y'all. I need to blow it up. I can't see it that well. What is that, y'all?
Yeah.
Itu! Naik. Woi, itu naon, woi. Wow. Itu naon, woi.
The elephant? Hell, you out there with elephant?
Naik, wabalik itu naon? Itu naon itu? Woi, naik. Woi, itu
Crouching like a person.
Wow. Itu naon, woi.
True. You don't blame AI? It's not an elephant. How the elephant gonna be coming from a crack of a rock?
Oh, yeah, man.
No, that's not an elephant.
Flexible elephant.
Yeah, I don't know. Did y'all see an elephant in there? In that?
Had a thing.
No, that was a person crouching down, coming out of a hole. Nathan White says no cat. Something is there. I'm saying no cat.
What is it though? Like, is it an anomaly or like?
It's a creature.
I'm gonna say
the creature from the Black Lagoon.
I guess no cap. I don't know. I don't know what that was. I couldn't tell what it was.
Well,
oh, y'all like my festive little look I got? I got some Christmas stuff up. No, all right.
Trying to be. I see you love to celebrate pagan holidays. All right.
Yeah.
So
Sure
let's keep going.
It's all fake.
You're pagan. You pagan. You pagan. You. Let's see here. Nathan says Father Taylor could have a ghost appear right in front of him and smack it and would still yell "cat" in their face. Pop didn't like Pop need to finish the sentence there. Not real.
That did not happen.
Not real. That's that might be, from his childhood. He would say, not real. Then all the ghosts disappear. Have you been watching Welcome to Derry?
No, we had to finish up Stranger Things. We're getting back to it though. We're on episode 3.
Okay, all right, dude. I watched Stranger Things in one sitting.
Lauren.
Apparently, I have shit going on that day.
Yeah, me and Lauren don't have the same schedule either.
Oh, you guys watch stuff together? Nah.
Yeah, we
we'll
watch
try
it
that.
together.
We'll try that, and then somebody. We're moving at two different speeds. So yeah, we'll start something, but we usually end up finishing it on our own. All right, so the next one is called Night Rider. So pull this up. That's it. I lost the live video. Oh, you need to catch up. I've not seen the show. I'm on episode 3 of Stranger Things.
Yeah, episode 4 went hard. The last 20 minutes of it. It's all good, but like the last 20 are like, what? Okay.
Like what? But check out Welcome to Derry. It's just
Welcome to Derry
good.
is really good. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
really watched it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I think I'm back. All right. Perfect. I hope you are. But yeah, I like the ties to The Shining. That's what I love about it. Welcome to Derry. I don't know if you've gotten that far yet.
I kind of figured it out.
You figured out who the guy is. Yeah. All right. Can they do show him in one of the movies? Is it the second It movie or the first one? They show him as a younger dude, and he was helping people get off of a ship, I think, or something.
Oh.
But anyway, all right. This is called. Hurry up! I'm trying to get to the game. Night Rider. Let's go.
I watched this one.
Tiba-tiba sebuah motor tua melintas tanpa pengendara. Lampunya menyala terang, melaju sendiri di tengah gelapnya jembatan. Warga sekitar menyebutnya motor siluman. Apakah ini detik-detik penampakan motor siluman di jembatan angker? Saat kamera merekam perjalanan malam yang sepi, tiba-tiba sebuah motor tua melintas tanpa pengendara. Lampunya menyala terang, melaju sendiri di tengah gelapnya jembatan. Warga sekitar menyebutnya motor siluman. Apakah ini detik-detik penampakan motor siluman di jembatan angker? Perjalanan malam.
Yeah,
that was kind of
pretty
cool.
nuts.
I don't know why.
Yeah, Hopper talked about in the first Predator movie. This season shows his compact skills and ability to escape or get out of anything. So you about Hop in the first Predator movie.
With Hop, are they connected? I've seen people say that. I don't know if they're connected.
What, Predator and Stranger Things?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
If it is, that'd be cool. That was no deer, no cap.
Yeah.
That's definitely no deer. It looked like somebody on a motorcycle, but with an older model.
Running.
No, it was a motorcycle. You saw somebody running?
Well, plus ran past them. I don't know.
Nah, they're on a bike.
They're on a bike. The camera, but like the person looked like they were running like past them as well. Like they went so fast.
Let's see if I can pause it. I'm trying to. I can't pause it. I keep trying. I can't. My reaction's too slow. I got the reactions of a 12-year-old girl.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's see here. It says Nathan White says he is found dead at the beginning of the movie. Well, they found his dog tags. Hopper? Come on. I'll have to look. All right, Dad says that last video is cat.
Melvin said cat. All right. I got the next one.
I'm gonna watch that, Nathan. See if that's the thing.
Next one is called
Oh, Melvin said cat. I thought it was Dad. That was Melvin.
You're good. I said Melvin.
Dust talks about him. Okay. Want to get to
All
that?
right. Can you see it?
So I was just doing my own thing. I put a camera, you saw, didn't you? I put a camera here to watch my house. Then I ended up catching this creature there. Look, bothering the cat there after midnight. Are you seeing it? People can't see him, but animals can perceive his presence. Look closely, pay close attention to these images. Are you seeing it there? Look. That's why your cat and dog there keep barking at midnight there. See? That one there is the midnight imp. Look there, mischievous creature. Oh, you saw? So I was just doing my own.
What y'all think?
No cap. No cap.
Well, the cat gets smaller.
No, it doesn't. The cat doesn't get smaller. The cat gets smaller.
It's like yeah, the cat, the dog, the cat got smaller after attacking the imp.
That damn guy. AI, you're ruining our lives.
Oh, that's so funny.
AI is ruining our lives. All right, Paul says giant cap.
That is funny. Can you see it? Yeah, I definitely can see that.
I can't believe you guys think it's fake.
It's funny. Oh, man.
I got the next one. All right, the next one is claw. Let's see. What are we talking about with the claw?
Funny.
All right.
Photo of the attic in the middle of the night and regretted it. The guy,
hate these
along
guys.
with his daughter, has a social media profile called SmugHub. They record disturbing content. We show paranormal activities in their house. The man says that recently, overnight, a hole appeared in his house's ceiling. Obviously, he found it very bizarre and went to investigate. The first thing he did was grab his phone and pass it through that strange hole in the ceiling. And he took some photos, and then he noticed that the hole gave access to the house's attic. My Nobles, the family, also says that a few nights ago, they started hearing some very strange noises coming from upstairs. And then they checked the phone images they had taken from up there, and they were terrified. We can see in these images a strange hand, something with claws.
Kobe's too young to remember that.
They even thought it might be some kind of bird. But the next day, my Nobles, they made the big mistake of going up into the attic to check what it really is. And they ended up recording something very strange. Well, tell me at the end what you think it was.
And what the no? Why? I'm not dealing with that.
He took a photo of the attic in the middle of the night and regretted it. The guy, along with his daughter. Social.
But you don't like them, do you?
No cap. I mean cap, whatever.
You're saying no cap?
It's cap.
Why you say it's cap?
Cap. All right.
You just don't like them. Kobe, do you remember Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
You don't remember Inspector Gadget? I think it's no cap too. Kobe, you want to change your answer?
Sure.
Don't be like that.
Cap.
All right, so we're on the last one of cap or no cap.
Last one. This is called Fluffy. What? Oh, Fluffy. Okay.
Get in here, family. Check this out. Yeah, you see exactly what you're seeing. A three-headed fucking dog popping out a dark-ass cave on some horror movie type shit. But at the same time, I'm thinking about Fluffy. Y'all remember Fluffy from the first Harry Potter that was protected?
Yeah, they feeling it.
Yeah. Guess all movies do have true shit. Or y'all might say AI. Let me know. But on Funnel Grave, shit is crazy. You're
That AI? That AI?
That's cap.
It looks real to me. I'm saying no cap.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. You capping right now.
Chat, what y'all got? Y'all is that cap or no cap?
Cap or no cap.
That is so funny. We did not delete remote views with Spot.
What?
I said that brother lying. Oh man. All right, y'all. That's it. We're longer than I thought we would.
We did a good job. I think we did a good job. 7 o'clock on the dot. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Timing.
That's perfect timing. All right, y'all. So we out. We'll be back next week, next Sunday. I don't know if it's gonna be the same time, depending on if we got got some sports we need to watch. But we're trying to be on at 5, but we'll definitely be on Sunday. We appreciate everybody that's been joining and participated in the chat, and even our silent viewers. Thank you so much for joining and getting the views. We appreciate it. Our videos are trending upwards, so that's always nice to see. Kobe posted a video last week, I believe, on one of our side quests. So we gotta do another side quest next week.
That was a bad movie, y'all. We did watch it.
Yeah, it's funny. Nathan watched it.
Yeah, it was bad. You can't see nobody. You got a little freaky woman whispering nonsense.
Right.
It's just funny. Check it out.
And I'm gonna bring this back up. Go Vikings. Go Vikings.
Mufti.
Skull, baby.
But before we go, y'all have a good week. Take care of yourself. Don't whistle at night. Don't whistle in the woods. And honor your ancestors.
Yeah, buddy. And with that,
peace.
We out here. Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.